Dear learners, I welcome you. This is Muhammad Rashidul Hassan Murad, working as an instructor of English in Sitagundu Government Technical School and College, Chattogram. I hope you are doing well and having a good time at this moment. First, I'd like to thank you for joining me. Please keep your book, English for Today, and other necessary materials with you before I start my session. The lesson today is TV News Report. So please open your textbook on page 91, which is Unit 8, Lesson 3. First, look at the picture in your book on page number 91 and try to answer the questions there. Who do you see in the pictures? What is her work? Hope you understand that the woman in the picture is a reporter. So her work is to report incidents and broadcast the events on air. Now let's move on to the next activity. We have a reading text here. So please notice there are some words that you might find unknown or a bit difficult. So let's make those clear to you. First one, scorching. I repeat, the word is the scorching, which means very hot. Then comes monsoonal showers, which means rains in the season of wind. Then comes authenticity, which means the quality of being original, or we can say validity, or we can say genuineness. Then comes archive. It means a collection of historical documents or records. Then comes another word, tripod, which means a three-legged stand for supporting a camera or other apparatus. You might have some more new words. If so, use a dictionary to know their meanings. Dear learners, now we will work on some questions based on the text that you have seen on page 91. The first question is, does unfavorable weather condition stop a TV news reporter from covering a news? You can find the answer in paragraph number 1, line 6, 7, 8, and 9. I think you have found the answer. So let me get it clear to you. The answer is no. Unfavorable weather conditions cannot stop a TV news reporter from covering the news. The next question for you is that, what is breaking news? The answer to this question is in paragraph number 2, line 3 and 4. So we can say that breaking news is newly received information that startles or surprises viewers. The next question is, why is voice-over added to a news report? So you may be thinking for something like why voiceover is added. So I think you may connect your answer with mine. The answer can be found in paragraph number 3. The voiceover is added to a news report to make the visual material and the full story clear to the audience with information and explanation. The fourth question is, how is live news coverage different in making from the recorded news story? You can get your clues for answer in paragraph number 2, lines 11, 12, and 13. In live news coverage, everything has to be finished on the spot, and news videos are aired instantly. There is no chance of editing and not much pre-planning. Now retake is possible either, but recorded news can be edited and modified later. The last question of this section is, what are some points about which the TV reporters need to be careful? Well, this time also you can get clues from paragraph number 5, lines 1, 2, and 3. As I see it, TV reporters need to be careful to keep camera shots short and to the point. They also need to speak the simple language and speak clearly and concisely, as there will be time constraints for each of reports. Okay, so students, let's move on to the next activity. This time we have some statements in activity C. After reading them, we have to decide whether the statements are true or false. If the statements are false, we will supply the right information as well. A TV news reporter does not use voice over in live coverage. I think this is an easy statement that you may find quite easy and familiar. Hope you understand that this is a true statement. Then next statement, graphics and archive materials are not at all necessary for TV news reports. Learners, this is a false statement. The correct answer is graphics and archive materials are sometimes necessary for a TV news report. Well, this time the next statement would be, the reporter comes in front of the camera just to show himself. Is this correct? I think you might disagree with me, because the sentence is not correct statement. It is a false statement. So the right information is, the reporter comes in front of the camera so that the audience can see what's going on in the background. Now the next statement is, a camera person determines the quality of the shots in the scene. Is this true? Well, I think you have a good guess. I hope most of your guesses are correct. This is a true answer actually, true statement. And the last statement of this activity is, in the concluding part of the TV news report, the reporter gives his own opinion. And again, this is a false statement. I think you may have found out the sentence as false one. So the correct statement will be, in the concluding part of the TV news report, the reporter summarizes the possible outcomes of the story. Dear learners, this time we will move on to activity 4. This is a matching activity. So our job is to read the words in the left column and match their meanings given in the right column. All the words are taken from the text I read out for you. Let's check whether you could match them properly or not. Match your responses with mine when I say that. In the column A, you can find the words serially from the top to bottom: price hike, announcement, authenticity, coverage, on air, graphics, archive, interviewee, tripods. Well, so in this part, for every word or phrase, there is a matching answer in column B. So now we'll start matching. So price hike, you must know price hike means the increase in price. So it can be matched with increase in expense. Then comes announcement. Announcement means declaration. Then comes authenticity. We have already understood the meaning of the word which means genuineness. So we can say authenticity means actuality. Then comes coverage. So the word has been used with news when we say news coverage. So I think you can guess the answer. So coverage means reporting. On air. When in news or media we use the phrase on air, then it means broadcast. Graphics. This is a very common and familiar word with you. It means visual representation of data. Then comes archive, which we already knew. It means records. And the last two words are interviewee, which means respondent, and then comes tripods, which means a three-legged stand. Well, dear learners, hope you have enjoyed today's class. Thanks a lot for being with me. Stay well. Goodbye.